Hey Landon, welcome back, man. Just kind of talk about what this has been like for you, first time being a free agent and just kind of playing the waiting game and then landing back in New Orleans.
Yeah, I'm excited to be back. Like you said, that free agency kind of starts and it's kind of unknown. You don't know who else has interest. You don't know if your team's still going to have interest. So that was a little nerve-wracking at first. And New Orleans came back and said that they wanted to work on a contract. And I'm super, super duper excited to be back. I love the city. I love the program and all the guys I get to play with.
What did you make of playing guard last year, and how do you feel like that went for you?
I actually thought it went really well. I didn't know how I would like the transition. I played a little bit, of course, the previous season during camp and stuff, so I got a little taste of it. Um, but I definitely think it's a lot easier to go from tackle to guard than a guard going out to tackle. Now playing both, but I thought it was a good transition. I thought that there was still some obvious stuff that I was learning from being the first time I've ever played that position, but I think it's definitely something that could be expanded on this year if that's what they choose to do with me.
Yeah, has the staff kind of communicated at all where they see you? Is that something that
No, we haven't had any specifics quite yet. I'm sure when we get down there for OTAs, there'll be a little bit more talk. Um, I have talked with the O-line coach, of course, and he really liked that. He watched my film from last year and liked that I had the ability to do all kind of four positions. And so I'm assuming that's again something that they're going to look into on me.
Who all have you had a chance to talk with? Did you talk to Brendan and Kellen and others while you were making your decision?
I actually haven't had a chance to talk to Kellen yet, but I did talk to Brendan Nugent. And of course, I had him my rookie year as our offensive line coach. So we kind of had that relationship started anyways. So I got to talk to him a little bit. And then pretty much anybody else that was talking was through my agent.
Landon, what have you learned about yourself throughout the years since you've been drafted by the Saints?
Definitely that, you get out of college and get into the draft and everything, and you feel like you're playing level and you're a really good player coming out of college. And then when you get in the NFL, it just makes you realize that there's a whole nother level to this sport that people don't realize. And you can be a really good player in college and come in and not do very well in the league. And I think people see that all the time. But I think the thing that I really learned about myself is that there was so much taller of a ceiling, that there's so much improvement that I've been able to make each year, and it's still a lot more improvement to be made. And just expanding on the knowledge of the game, expanding on the knowledge of your technique and different playbooks, and retaining those playbooks. But I would say that's probably the biggest thing that I've learned, from the draft until now.
what is it like to see kind of a coach leave and come back like Brendan and just working with him again? How instrumental was he your first year?
He was very instrumental to me, and like I said, that was kind of my kickoff into the NFL, and kind of him and Streif both kind of took me under their wing and told me, pretty much taught me the basics in the NFL, and really expanded my performance and my play and my abilities. But I'm very excited. Obviously, having a guy that you've had a relationship with before would be a lot better coming in, because you kind of have those initial introductions out of the way, and you can really get down to the root cause of stuff. And then also being a coach that's coached me before, he knows kind of the things that I need to work on already, and things that maybe I've improved, and things that we can expand on in my technique and different blocks, and be able to work on different stuff now, rather than a new guy that's kind of coming in and having to learn you completely new from scratch.
Landon, with as many injuries as the Saints offensive line had to deal with last year, just ability for you to just go from saying, okay, I was not starting or I was on the bench, then I have to come in. Like, what is that like for an offensive lineman when you have to kind of just juggle and always have to be ready?
It definitely has its pros and cons, obviously. Um, the later in the week that you get that notification that you're going to be going to maybe the opposite side of the line or playing interior or exterior, you kind of got to prepare pretty quick on that. But besides that, I feel like that's kind of what we all sign up for. If you're not that day one starter that's going on the line, like last year, like obviously I was not a day one starting five. But I feel like that's something that getting into a team, getting into the league, and not being a day one starter, that's something you have to be prepared for no matter what. And I think that a lot of the guys with me that were not on that initial five had that kind of mentality that, if they want me to play and they have faith in me that I can do it, I'll go out and do it. And that was my mindset completely. I was like, I'm going to try to help this team in any position that they want to put me, whether it's jumbo tight end, whether it's tackle, whether it's guard. I'm going to go in there and play my absolute best and prove to them that one, that I can do it and I can help the team, but another that they might want to keep me around longer because I can do those specific things and so willing to do it.